Hey, he's Meg here, and we're headed to Evolution Motorcycles to get the suspension adjusted on this bike. But I'm dropping in today, so I don't know if we can do it. So, but I've got all my racing gear on right now. It's actually nice to wear right now because it's cold. Okay, so that's a scoop. Evolution Motorcycles about a mile from where we are, so should be there soon. But yeah, ever since I've had this bike, I've had complaints about the handling, man. Like it's too slow. It doesn't turn fast enough, you know, that type of thing. So I'm trying to get them to adjust it so it will turn better. It'll turn faster. You know, I've done everything I can. So the last thing we did to this bike is we lowered the front end. I raised the handlebars. I put lower bars on it, but I raised the handlebars with risers so we can raise the forks up into the triple tree. Oh, that's a Z900 RS. I love that bike. So yeah, and then we're riding it to Evolution right now to get the suspension dialed in. I want them to adjust the dampening and all that stuff, and check the sag and all that stuff. So. I think it's right here. Alright, this is the right spot, that's for sure. Alright. Oh, look at these. These are LAB to V stickers. I recognize those. These are some desert riding bike. Oh, look at that Kawasaki 750. Sweet, man. Alright, anyway. We'll go see if they can accommodate us. If not, I'll just make it an appointment for Monday. Hello? Would you guys be able to do like a suspension setup, like adjustment right now?
Yeah, if you have a seat, I'll grab some for you.
Okay, sweet. Cool. Man, look at these sweet bikes, man. I like this one. This, I think is a Z750 or something 750. It's a triple old Kawasaki. So, the dude that's gonna look at the bike, he went to take it for a ride so he can see what it feels like. I told him, like, you know, it handles kind of lazy, so. Yep, I got a lot of bikes and a lot of pieces. Let's say they look really busy, man. I'm happy that they were able to accommodate me. I just walked in. I said, hey, can you guys do a suspension adjustment? So, oh, there he is.
It's pretty bad. But I think I can know how to like mitigate it. But like, have you played with like engine brake and no engine brake? It like when you want to pitch in and you want to go in, it's like it just bites you, man.
Yeah.
It bites you hard.
Yeah, and then like I notice when I go up on curbs and stuff, like the handlebar kind of gets all crazy sometimes. Yeah. Like when it changes, when it switches, like it transitions over.
It's bad. Now I get what you're saying, but yeah, I'll meet you inside.
Okay.
Oh, it's bad. It's like you can't turn. Slow speed ones, like technical stuff, you can't.
Yeah. Because I when I hop on my light beat after this, I'm like, man, I can just throw this around. I know it's like half the weight, but still, I would expect this to handle better than that.
I've never ridden this the first time, but I've had a bunch of supermotos. I have SMRs, I had BRZs, and wow.
Yeah.
Another thing too, I think it's the motor placement. Or I mean, sorry, the whatever this is, battery pack.
Yeah.
It just plows, man. It understeers.
Yeah.
Okay.
The tires are super old too, so.
Yeah. It's really easy to lock up the rear.
Yeah.
It's too soft. So here's what I'm gonna do, but this is how I would think of doing it: is make everything super stiff, and it might turn a little better because all it's doing every time you try to corner, it depends on what speed. Anything under 30, when you try to corner, right, it just dives, and the front just soaks it up, and you're tracking straight instead of wanting to turn it.
Yeah.
So if I stiffen everything up and I turn the preload up, it'll want to corner. It's opposite of what you want to do if it's a gas powered.
Okay.
The geometry of the frame and the weight is.
It's kind of weird. It feels overly stiff when I ride it on the pavement, but on the dirt, when I ride it in the dirt, it's really comfortable. It soaks everything up really well. So yeah. It's kind of weird.
I just rode it and it doesn't want to turn. But yeah, let me do that. Because you can see how much it squats with me on it. That's a lot. Like, it's a lot, man.
Yeah, I'd already tried setting the preload, but
It's too soft. And I'm going to do the front right now so I can also do that.
and then when I first bought this, one of these adjusters was turned all the way in for the compression. The previous owner did some weird stuff with the adjustments, so so I tried to get it as close to factory as I could.
Fight it. You're fighting it to turn it.
Yeah, that's exactly how it feels like.
So my way is, the way I do it, make everything overly stiff. You know, it should just track more. It just plows. It wants to plow. So, let's see what I got here.
It's basically when I ride it, I point and shoot it. You know, when it turns, and then I just get on the throttle. There's no like finessing anything. You know.
Like all the kart tracks.
Yeah, I need it to turn really fast. So
Warp speed.
this thing is a whole shot monster. It takes off really fast. Yeah, it's like almost all the threads are gone.
Go until I max out because it's still way too soft. Like on our DRZs, we're like maxed. Like we were all the way down. And then what I'm going to do with the dampening after this is what I'm thinking is Rebound's going to be fully maxed out and compression is going to be like, if 100% was full stiff and 0 was soft, I would put it like 60-70% just to hold it.
I remember when I was first racing it, when the back would step out, it would bounce. So I made the rebound slower, and it helped a little bit.
Okay,
so.
Yeah, that's exactly what to make the rebound slower, it's turn it in so it's stiffer.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Alright, he's making here. Oh yeah, that's right. I don't have a face shield. That's right. I have goggles. Anyway, I was Terrence from Evolution Motorcycles. Oh yeah, let me take a picture. Terrence from Evolution Motorcycles was able to help me out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, much better. And I want to take this. Hey, he's Meg here, and we're gonna go take the Redshift out for a little spin around the block. That's all I can do right now. But I just got done. I just came back from Evolution Motorcycles. All right, and yeah, I did notice the little bit of turning that I did. The bike did handle a little bit better. All right, it has some more willingness to turn now, so that's good. Thanks to Terrence at Evolution Motorcycles. Dude, the suspension is like super stiff now. Okay, I'll just take it for a quick ride around the neighborhood. Like usual. I got all my gear on, so. But what he told me is he just pretty much maxed out all the adjustment. He made everything as stiff as he could, you know. Oh yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, look at that. It wants to dive into the turns now. Just imagine how much would be better with the slick tires, yeah? Oh yeah, look at that. It oversteered this time. So yeah, that's what I had told him. I told him, hey, you know, can you take a look at my bike? It's kind of it has this kind of lazy handling. It doesn't want to turn. You know, I feel like I'm fighting. And I told him, hey, yeah, take it for a ride and see what you think. And he was like, yeah, man, like this bike, there's something wrong with it, man. Like it doesn't want to turn. It just understeers a lot. So yeah, I was like, yeah. And those are like factory settings, you know. So my guess is maybe the previous owner of this bike, they'd already taken it to somebody to get the suspension adjusted, man. But it still wasn't good enough. I kind of undid all the stuff that he did. But yeah, so that's how it is. It's kind of funny because with the Impulse, it was the opposite. The Impulse was overly stiff. Too stiff, they're saying. The Impulse is too stiff, and this is like not stiff enough, you know. Yeah, it's a little better, a little bit. It has some more willingness to turn. It oversteers more. That's what I wanted. So basically, what he had done is he made it like he raked it as much as possible, man. He raised the rear as much, and then I lowered the front already. So that's like the best we can do with what we have. All right. He increased the compression all the way on the fork. I think I can't remember what he did to the Rebound. He said, I think it's not full Rebound, but it's close. He said the Rebound was pretty close to what it should be already. So, oh yeah. Oh, it's much better. Much better. The handlebars want to kind of drop now, you know. I don't feel like I'm fighting the bike anymore. So that turn kind of told me that. Okay. All right, let's go back. So I already can tell that there's an improvement. So that's good. This should help for the flat track race next weekend. Okay, so what I'll probably do is I will go count all the clicks and stuff for the suspension that Terrence set it at, and then I will put that on the electric dirt bike forum because nobody has any suspension settings for this bike, man. There is very little information on the Alta Redshift SM. Nobody does anything with these bikes apparently, so it's kind of a bummer. I mean, I don't think they built too many of these. I think they built maybe like 200 or something, somewhere around that. Oh man, I can't get the front to pop up. Okay, guys. So yeah, I think I'm very pleased with the $20 I spent for him to get some professional help to tune my suspension. I think he did what he could do with what we had. All right, so he said it's not stiff enough. All right, pretty much. Yeah, you know what? This will be my video. I don't have to do a thing. But anyway, yeah. What he did is he maxed out the preload in the rear. Compression is full stiff on the front. I think the rebound and compression are full stiff in the rear as well, from what he told me. So, yeah, pretty nuts, yeah. Okay, so I will get the suspension settings. All right, I will copy them. I'll count how many clicks they are from full clockwise. And then and I will put it in the description of this video. So those of you guys out there with this bike, Alta Redshift SM, will have some settings, all right? And if you guys are wondering, I'll put my weight too. I'm 190 pounds, all right, guys, without my gear on. You know, you can weigh me right now. I got a scale right here. I remember. I think I weighed myself one time, but I think I'm like 200 something with my gear on. Okay. Okay, 213.8 with my gear on, alright? That's with my racer gloves on, my Core-Tech, leathers, these Oxstar boots that I just bought, and the Liat Moto 3.5 helmet. Okay, so yeah, that's my weight, guys. So if you weigh around me, those settings could help you out. Okay, all right. Thanks for watching. Here's Miguel.